Um, uh, um, okay. I wasn't expecting this. Was, was anyone expecting this? Hello, everyone. When we last met in terms of Yu-Gi-Oh, we were talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens, and I am sorry haven't talked about Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens in a very long time. It's not because I dislike the show or have fallen off with it. It's just that due to life and work and all that, the only really times I have times to record is when it's just more practical to get something for like Build Divide or Digimon out. And also, watching those shows doesn't potentially put a virus on my computer. But I do want to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens and the episodes we've been getting as soon as I am all caught up. So look up for that. Also, I got a new microphone, so expect some better audio around here once I get a chance to play around with that. But yeah, no, so, this past Friday, Konami revealed the 8th Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime, 9th if you include Season 0, which I don't! We'll get onto that one of these days. But yeah, no, the announcement of a new Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime is always kind of weird and awkward for me, because it's always sad to see the current one go. Except Vrains, I was happy to see that one go. But also, like, this one kind of feels out of nowhere. Now, a couple weeks ago, I think, the trademark and logo for this new show were discovered, and a lot of people just assumed we were getting a new Yu-Gi-Oh! But I and a lot of others felt it was better to wait, because, well, we'll get into that. We'll explain why in a little bit. First up, let us talk about the premise of this show. So, Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush is about Yuhi Odo and Yauma Odo, okay, who are elementary schooler twins living in Mutsuba Town, who are in charge of the Alien Extermination Company, ATC. Alright. They spend their days working really hard searching for aliens using a mysterious device created by Yui. This is until one fateful day. Right after they create a mystery school club, they finally found a real spaceship, and inside of it they make contact with Udius, an alien from the distant Velger star cluster. Now it's time to enter the new stage of Rush Duel introduced by this alien soldier from a far ends of the galaxy. Let's go Rush Duel! Oh, let's go something. Alright. Before we get into this, let's all keep in mind, many people are always critical of new Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime. A lot of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Animes, when we first heard them, sounded really stupid, and most people weren't excited for Sevens, they weren't excited for Vrains, they weren't excited for any of them, but a lot of people were then won over by the show. Everything I say in this video is predicated on we don't know how the show will actually go till it gets here. And there are reasons to be hopeful. Many of these reasons also could go horribly wrong, but there are reasons to be excited. So first and foremost, let's go over some of the basic facts about this show. The one guy on the right is Udius. The bottom left is what's called Yui and the girl. The character designs, I don't love them. So I think I've made no slide of this. I haven't loved Yu-Gi-Oh! Character designs really in a long time. Some of them do look cool or interesting or unique, but I just feel like this stupid art style of just like jagged edges and weird colors and all of that, it's ran its course. And I was sort of hoping with Sevens we'd kind of start moving away from that, because, like, the Sevens characters don't have a lot of those same traits, or at least not used in the same way. And we look at these characters, and it's just that again, except these feel less unique. These look like Beyblade characters. These look like something you'd see in that kind of show. I don't know, and some people did feel that with Sevens. It didn't read as that to me, but I was sort of hoping we were moving in a different direction. This feels like, look at this kid on the bottom left. The other two look kind of interesting, especially remember the one on the right's a fucking alien. This kid looks like a Beyblade protagonist. And while we're on the subject, if the guy on the right is supposed to be an alien, then you should make the other two look more grounded and normal to make him feel visually separated. He doesn't feel that visually different from anyone else in the show. If we were to look at something like Build Divide, for instance, that's the whole point to that show's visual design. The antagonist, Kika, looks a lot more weird and unique than the others. That separates them and immediately gives you a reason to be either weary or interested in them. But here, like, they all look weird. Any one of them could be an alien. If I were to pick a design I like, the girl looks neat. Just because I think the brown into the green hair is kind of cool. Like, she actually dyes it. That'd be nice. Also, I respect the fact that they're twins, but they don't look alike. Fraternal twins don't actually have any more things in common than any other brother and sister. So I do get annoyed when fraternal twins like Leo and Luna still end up looking exactly the same. Just one has pigtails or wears pink. Whereas at least with these two, they look different. But again, because the designs are so different, nothing then reads as siblings. Let's take a look at the monsters behind them. I don't know they didn't say who the dragon belongs to. It might be the girls. No, it's also Udius. Yeah, it's also Udius's. I don't like the looks of these things. The one on the bottom right is really weird, and the CGI looks worse than Sevens. The CGI in Sevens actually looks good, because everything has, like, a simple fluidity to it. This is weirdly complicated and, like, kind of gross. Maybe that's the point, because it's an alien monster, I guess. There's something called the Galaxy type, okay. The dragon doesn't really look that exciting either. Also here, I'll link the YGO organization page below. Yuhi's ace looks pretty dumb. I'm a little worried we don't see any of the girls' cards. I hope we don't lose any of the progress we got with Roman. But yeah, like, that's kind of it. In terms of staff, the voice actors, only one of them, I guess, the one playing the rival character, has been in stuff. That's not really a problem, because I think that a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Actors do a lot with a little, so I think that'll be fine. But here we kind of get to a big issue, and that is the staff is the Sevens staff. It's just everyone back again. And on the one hand, that's good, because these people, as far as I'm concerned, proved themselves. They made a very good show. But what I always like about the Yu-Gi-Ohs is they're unique, they're different, they all have a different look and feel to them. Yes, there's obviously a lot that carries over, but they all stand on their own 2 feet. This kind of, like, visually, and just the fact that it's the exact same staff, is a tad worrisome. Like, even the new dual disc, it's just the Sevens one, but blue. Will this connect to Sevens? And also, like, this is my initial problem. Go Rush. It's just the same gimmick as the last one. Now, yes, obviously they need to keep supporting Rush duels. I assume it makes money, otherwise they wouldn't be continuing with it. But it's just kind of like, it just makes it feel like a continuation or sequel of the last one. Maybe it will be. Maybe Yuga and the crew show up. But yeah, like, just at first glance, nothing here. And again, I don't know why this is the line for me. I don't know why this is when Yu-Gi-Oh! Finally feels like it's pushing a concept too far. But I don't know, like, it's just a little, I don't know, it just doesn't really seem to work for me. And maybe part of that is I don't want Sevens to end. Even if the show, you know, has gotten a little into the realm of just episodic and can get a little samey at times, it's fun. I love these characters. I love this story. But at the same time, maybe that is the right move. So often than not nowadays, like, shonens get criticized for never ending and never evolving and never changing. And even though Yu-Gi-Oh! Had itself on a 3-year structure that allowed it to change and grow, that's still in some ways too much. Franchises like Cardfight Vanguard now will only do 26 episodes a year. I'm not saying Yu-Gi-Oh will do that, but I could see it happening. You know, you can't necessarily keep everything around and also have it end while it's missed. And I will miss Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens. As for this new show, my final thoughts, again, based on very little information, it'll probably be fine. It'll probably be very good and competent and well made, just like Sevens, and it will probably have its own great merits. Like, this already sounds very strange and different. I don't know, I just can't get into it just yet. But we'll wait and see. We got 4 or 5 months till this is out. And I will give it an open mind and a chance to be watched, and I hope you will all do the same as well. But in the comments section below, give me your thoughts on this new Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime. If you're excited, if you're not, if you want Sevens to stay, if you're happy to see it go, if you'd like to see something a little bit more different and unique, tell me about all that below. And as always, click to like, click to subscribe, and join me as we see where this goes.